something. Zala something. Zala, Zala, Zala something. Zala something.
Hey, what's up, Spokenpriestess? I'm on the red couch with Robin Thirdfloor. Robin Thick. Robin Thirdfloor, Some Danger. Now, I have to tell you that this is like the first red couch interview that I'm doing with a relatively unknown artist, and also an artist that I don't know completely well. So on a personal note, so it's going to be quite fun. It's going to be quite interesting. How are you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome back. Glad to see you back safely in one piece.
Hey,
Yeah.
The jet lag though,
Is it? How long is the flight?
There's a 16-hour one, and then there's like a 3-hour one. So
To connect.
yeah, it's like 19.
Whew. Okay, so we're talking about his flight to Texas. He was at the South by Southwest International Festival out there in the US with Questa. I saw about you first before I saw about Questa. So I was like, oh my God. And I hit him up. I was like, yo, DM me the details. What's happening? When are you showing?
Sure.
Tell us how you managed to get on such a prestigious festival overseas, Nochal.
I think I mentioned this in the insert that we had on Slick on Life. But yeah, it was always like the intention, I mean a team, to actually like crack the international market, you know, especially because I'm doing something different, you know. So it's just been submissions after submissions after submissions until this day, it's okay, as in, maybe you're ready to come and showcase it. So yeah, it's just been like that.
How do you afford a trip like that? I mean, relatively as an unknown artist, funding is a bit difficult for a lot of rappers. So we don't know if you're rich, or you come from a rich family. So how were you able to afford a trip to Texas?
Okay. That's a very good question. If you know about me and the music, if anybody knows about me and the music, Bazawas, Sounds Empty Pockets Make, we been about that grind, but yeah, I had this organization, it's what EMEX, right? EMEX, what it does is funds artists like South Africa who want to go do stuff abroad. So yeah, they played like a pivotal role. Also my team as well, Post Music, so they've been doing like a lot in terms of getting me there, getting big fresh.
How is the experience of showcasing at such a festival where you're a Zulu rapper, you've got your own unique style, you know, you can't really be boxed into either hardcore rap, trap, you're just a universal musician. How was that experience, and how is the audience receiving you that side?
Yo, it's crazy. The thing with the sound is that they don't really care about the language, you know. They deal on vibes. Yeah, it's just like vibes, how you make them feel, how your music makes them feel. So for me, the language thing has never been a barrier because since 2014, Skippy Sounds Empty Pockets Make, you know, people from the UK have been responding, people from Australia have been responding. So for me, like the language thing has never really been a barrier. So the response when we got Sia Bana was amazing. You know, I even got noticed by a couple of dudes from my labels, Amakulu, but locals, so locals yeah, well, as the time goes.
Yeah. I'm really proud of you, man. I mean, we could also speak about how Ricky Rick said the internet is big right now, and it's a pavement for a lot of kids to get themselves out there. And in a kind of way, you and your team have kind of been using the internet in terms of, you know, email communication and all that you guys have been doing to get yourself to this place. But I mean, coming back to the music business itself, what have been some of the lessons that you've learned as an upcoming artist trying to get yourself out there?
Well, what I've really noticed throughout the journey as an artist, as Robin Thirdfloor, is that as an artist you can't really impress everybody. You know, that shouldn't be your job. You should have a niche, also focus on what's okay, as in now abantu that I want to target and feed those people, you know. So the internet has been my way of reaching out to my people. You know, we dropped a video on the 1st of March and it trended on Twitter. you know, just me and a couple of friends tweeting about it, and the whole of South Africa sort of like caught on. So for me, Nje, it's not about, family,
Yeah.
no. The people who matter will know about my music, period.
Durban is booming right now. I'd say Durban, like there's a semi-spotlight on Durban, or just rather Durban people are just so talented, like from the rappers to the kwaito stars to the house stars. Durban has got this beautiful thing, and you guys have this thing where you grow each other. Doesn't matter who you are, you guys always support each other. Who are the people down in Durban and that are in the industry that you'd say have helped in terms of your career, in terms of, you know, they've given you a hand on your way up there?
Well, there's a lot here, and you're gonna get me into trouble because I might just forget some names.
No,
and
it's just top of mind, because we know people like Dira, A1 Wolf. They're always putting, you know, Durbanites on. So I'm just curious to see that whole brotherhood, the sisterhood, or whatever you guys, the familyhood that you guys have got there. Who are some of the people that have been helping and pushing you?
Sure.
You know,
Like most of the names you probably won't know because. As you said, like Mina, so I appeal to a certain market. You know, shout out to Ayanda Makukule, shout out to Bob of Durban Is Yours, shout out to Bon Hustler, you know, of Rap Biology Ishi. You know, those are the guys that been helping to like create a platform. Shout out to Makelani as well. You know, so for me, it's just been that. Like, those are the guys that saw, it's okay, fine. This dude is different, but different in a good way, and we can, like, sort of, like, put him on the platform, you know? So, yeah, the other guys are also doing well for the culture, no doubt. But for me, as someone always in the those guys that I just mentioned right now are the ones that
they're part of your journey.
Sure.
Who do you look up to in the industry that you look at them because you're so different? But I mean, we're never really always too different from everyone.
Well,
so who's there someone that you kind of gravitate towards? You kind of remind me of my looms, you know? So who are the kind of people that you gravitate towards in the industry?
Thing is with me, like, I gravitate towards abantu who are different, you know? Like, being different strikes me. Mangibona umuntu ohlukile doing something ehlukile and standing for something ehlukile. For me, it's like, you know, and I've been getting those Malum Cook comparisons, but Sipumeka Seliwan, so we from Mlas, and the dude's doing pretty well, like Jay, so for me, he's also there with the guys that, you know, I sort of like look up to, you know, about me as well. They're doing different things, and they're putting the culture on the map, you know. Abo youngsters doing amazing right now, you know. So it's just those guys, Pukmatsamba as well. It's just those guys who are taking Lentoe Tula and exporting it, you know, and doing it so beautifully, you know, that the world, Guayana, embraces it, you know. Yeah.
I think I catch your wavelength, and I love your perspective, because in just the people that you've mentioned, it's literally South African exports. You haven't mentioned anyone that has not, you know, necessarily gone out of the country and done various collaborations out there. And I think putting yourself in that wavelength, or seeing the world or your career in that way, is kind of why I would see you on South by Southwest and other international, you know, festivals. And I think it's so important for you to think like that, to think so differently, and think beyond South Africa. It's important for the culture, and also just for the dream of the South African kid to say, I see y'all, but like, I'm trying to be in the UK. You know?
Kakulazi from Opumimlazi, you know, it's like Konama circumstances that were built for us to not go out of it, you know. So for me, it's always just been, I need to do more. You know, not just for me alone as an artist, but for the kids among Landela, you know, so they can see with anything is possible. You can do actually anything from your hands, you know,
That's powerful, man. I'm proud of you. I was just so happy. I mean, like I said, I don't know you personally. I don't know you really well, but I followed you, and I do know that I used to play your music as well on UJFM. So I'm really proud of the growth. We got you. But I want to see more. I want to see more. What are you doing this year? What are we dropping? You know, what's happening with the music?
Oh, okay. We're dropping an EP this year. As I said, like, Konizindo that developed from the US trip.
Yeah.
So
any collabs from overseas? Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
but Konizindo that developed from the trip here overseas, so we're just going to be taking advantage of that and those contacts by dropping an EP soon. Yeah, more videos, more videos. I feel like that because I direct my own videos, ngama video, I have a chance to like make a statement. It's an extension of it all. So yeah, I'm looking into doing that, and yeah, so born as cuts his hand.
Yeah, look, we'll be checking for you, Robin Thirdfloor. We're watching you, we see you. We're proud of you, and keep growing, man. Keep growing.
Thank you.
I said to Ginger Chill the other day that look, it's a journey. You work, and every single step counts. I'm so proud of you, man. When I saw that I was like, yo, I felt like yes, we're going to the
US. You're going to the US.
Yeah, but I'm really proud, and it's dope, man. It's dope. The game is wide open right now. It belongs to anyone who can come and latch on to whatever they believe in. So I like your mind state, and I like where you're going with this, and keep pushing, man. We got you. We out here.
Thank you. And yeah, guys, thank you for the platform. Like sticking on live from 2014. Slick Weazi has been, like pushing Ikamela Robin Thirdfloor on the sites and stuff. So I really appreciate it. Now I need the guys who just came in to stick on live carrying on with that legacy, which sees it. Because as you said, like unknown, relatively unknown artists kind of have it really hard, because not anybody can sort of like, abakwazi abantu. So you don't really get the reactions. And for you guys to put us on that platform means a lot,
Bless. Robin Thirdfloor in the building, Red Couch. I like this episode. It's important for me, and I'm really glad you could actually make it. He's from Durban, so I mean, he was in town, and I just appreciate your time. I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Broadcast live